up, my fellow Mercs? Welcome back to another episode of Merc Ops by Sig. My name is Sig, of course, and here it's zero sweats, all bangers every day. Welcome back for another episode as we test yet another supposed meta, and we're going to see if it's true. So, as always, if you're new around here, this is a place for everyday casual players to see the latest Warzone classes and whether or not they truly pack a punch or simply just look good on that digital screen of ours. This is how the whole program works. I will find meta classes or be sent meta classes or read your comments about meta classes, and we will test them out. I will find them via social media or on websites, and we will test those out in real world applications, not just the firing range. We'll be testing them out on maps like Resurgence, on Rebirth, or Big Map Verdansk, whether Plunder or Battle Royale, and we're going to see how those weapons really hold up. And then I will give you my feedback, my input on those weapons at the end of each episode, telling you what I feel like works, what didn't work, flops, what didn't flop, what slaps, what doesn't slap. You get the gist of it, right? And whether or not you should plug this into your loadout or just pass it by altogether because it ain't worth it. So, you can think of this as a stress-free, laugh, fast fun, and all about helping you get those highlight-worthy moments in your own content, whether streaming or just gaming for fun. I am a casual player myself. I play with keyboard and mouse. Let me reiterate that one more time for the people in the back. I am a casual player. I am not a sweat. I do not care about wins and losses, though winning is extremely fun and a good hype up. It's not the end-all be-all. If I lose, I lose. Move on with my life. I am not a sweat or a tryhard. I'm here for fun and enjoyment of the game. I am a casual player as I don't invest my time to necessarily figuring out every little do's and don'ts of the mechanics, whether or not slide canceling, all that. I know them. I use them from time to time, but again, I don't care if I use them or not. I don't care if my teammates use them or not. We're here for fun, and that's it. So with that said, it is time for you to grab your favorite snacks, drop your favorite playlist, and let's jump into today's Merc Ops as we find out whether or not this next one will be your Warzone favorite class. With no sweating required and no hair pulling needed, it's time. Let's go. All right, let's dive into this day's episode of the Merc Ops series, which is going to be focused around a close range meta said to be the Saug. So I can tell you from having this on ground loot, on Rebirth, and even Verdansk, ground loot Saug is legit. Now, with that said, whether or not ground loot is superior to custom build, we're going to find that out right now. So, here's how this is going to go down with this weapon. I'm going to build the Saug loadout with it, and we are going to pair it with the FJX Imperium sniper, which is said to be a Warzone meta as well. We are focusing on primarily the Saug, okay? But since it's also rated as a sniper support meta as well, according to wzstats.gg, we're going to test out whether or not that is true. And what better way to test that out than with a legitimate sniper? So we'll be rocking the Saug for our close range, and we'll be rocking the FJX Imperium sniper for our snipes. So let's get into the build, shall we? All right, here we are. So something to kind of keep in mind if you're not aware of this. Again, the FJX Imperium is a sniper from MW2, which does mean if you do not have it already unlocked, you're going to need to go to your armory, select it, and unlock it, grind to get it unlocked. Again, I've played Call of Duty since the beginning of Call of Duty. So with that said, the Saug is a Black Ops 6 SMG, and the FJX Imperium is Modern Warfare 2 sniper. So let's look at the breakdown. So here's the Saug. According to wzstats.gg, this is their breakdown for these two weapons, all right? So for the Saug SMG, we have the long barrel for the barrel, the Ranger 4 grip under barrel, the extended mag 2 magazine, the commando grip for the rear grip, and the infiltrator stock for the stock. And then for my own little customization, we do have our event camo and then dog tags to tie in with, all the dog tags that you see around here. All right. And then for the FJX Imperium, Again, according to 𝙔𝙤𝙪𝙏𝙪𝙏𝙏𝙏𝙏𝙏𝙏. This is the second video, by the way, I've done from them. Anyways, I'm not partnered with them. For the muzzle, we went with the VT7 suppressor, Spitfire suppressor. So I've gone over this multiple times before. If you look at all of these, they do the exact same. They all have undetectable by radar, bullet velocity 3 ticks, and damage 2 ticks. Okay, do what suppression one you like the design of, because realistically they're all the same, with the exception of the quartermaster, which gives you horizontal recoil and vertical recoil. For the barrel, we have the Fahrenheit 29 inch. For the stock, we have the FJX Lux 7. For the laser, we have the Chimera RYL33 Laser Light. And then for ammunition, we have the .408 high velocity rounds. So the sniper now has a range of 100.3 meters for both damage and damage range. All right. And then your Saug has a damage effective range of 15.2, good for close range, and damage beyond range starts tapering off after 25.8. It goes down to 22. So, like every other creator, let's go to the firing range. No, the firing range does not prove or mean really anything. It's a good indicator of how the weapon will hold up, and it's a good way to test out your recoil pattern. Other than that, take it with a grain of salt. I simply show this because more so than not is a good pattern recognition that you can use. Again, I use keyboard and mouse. So here is the Saug. Nice, very sexy. Here's the FJX Imperium. And yes, the Modern Warfare 3 and 2 weapons always have world's best Merc charm on it. There we go. And we gotta have the little necessary camo. So let's do 5 meters for the Saug. 10. So, well, 0.51. That's not too bad at all. All right, let's switch to FJX up close. So this would down them unless they had no shields. I am rocking 3 plates just because everyone complains. 3 plates, all right? All right, and let's go. Did I already do 50? I think I did. Let's do 100. See, it breaks it at 100. So I'm not that good that I'm going to kill people at 100, but you never know. 0.592. That was worse than... There we go. All right. Let's do the recoil pattern. Again, mouse. All right. So hit fire. Combo all over the bloody place. ADS. And you can see it went straight up for about 2 rounds, and then started to veer to the left, and then drastically to the right. So I can tell you right now, it's going to be a little wonky for me to control because my mouse is sensitive and my settings are set the way I like them. But if you play with controller, having that joystick is going to make controlling this so bloody easy. But now with that said, it's time to get out of practice and go test this out in real world application by jumping into Warzone. So without further ado, you're going to see 2 game sessions, full out game sessions of using these 2 weapons along with ground loot because I had to get the loadout package. I ask you 2 things other than like and follow, or like and subscribe, sorry, to stay up to date. I want to know, do you like the new format of showing 2 rounds and you get to see everything from dropping the initial drop from the helicopter to the winning circle / final kill? Or do you just prefer fast and loose with just clips? Let me know down in the comments by commenting, hey, just do clips, it looks better, or I prefer it, or hey, I like seeing the whole match. Either which way, I appreciate it. Helps format this going forward. We're always learning, always evolving this. So I'm going to stop talking. Let's get into it. This is Merc Ops testing out 𝙔𝙤𝙪𝙏𝙪𝙏𝙏𝙏𝙏𝙏𝙏𝙏 meta loadouts of the Saug and the FJX Imperium. Let's get after it and let's see if they are in fact metas or just complete trash. And don't forget, at the end, I'll give you my opinion on all of this. Let's get. So they're doing a control center. I'm gonna peek off to the docks. I'll explain as I do it. I've had pretty solid luck coming to the docks to get weapons and loadouts. They more often than not tend to have a loadout box somewhere on the boat or around the boat. If they don't, then typically you can get $10,000 pretty bloody easy. Wow, top 10 already? They are trying to get this mode gone, aren't they? Let's keep going. Only poached. Really? Not today. Okay. Yeah, I typically get at least one loadout box near boat, so if it's not this boat, it's on the other boat, unfortunately. And it all went real quick to prison. Really hope I get my loadout. Oh, look at that.
You have reinforcements inbound.
We have a loadout. FJX is pretty nice. See anybody?
Friendly loadout drops on the way. Switching mags.
Okay. I don't like taking him prisoner. That's not my preferred method, just because there's a lot of issues that can arise.
Squad mate is redeployed. Well done.
Oh shit.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Oh, oh my god, fucking fingers. Yes, we get there are enemies there.
Enemy soldier incoming. Hostile airstrike incoming. Squad mate back on station. Good work. Your squad's in the safe zone. You're losing ground. Moving.
Oh! Solid kill.
Dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Let's just finish him off.
Remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down.
Potato.
Kill. Marking the rest of that squad. Attack man. Get hunting.
Fuck!
Marking down. Marking the rest of them. Enemy dropping into the AO.
Oh, I missed. Somebody just dropped by me.
Lifestyle active. Life station prices reduced.
Yeah, we just gotta finish people off to ensure.
Hunt down the rest of them. Insurgents window is ending.
Damn it! Ugh! See if I can get back in time.
Stand by for redeployment.
All my stuff is up there.
Stand for you, soldier. Stay sharp. Enemy soldier incoming. Fire sales over. Adjusting prices. Kill confirmed. Located the rest of them.
Oh, they all have time. That's cool.
You have reinforcements inbound. An enemy squad is hunting you. Stay sharp. Your squad mate is redeployed. Well done. We've got 10 squads active in the field.
Damn. There we go. My aim is atrocious.
Resurgence has been deactivated. This is the end game. Enemy dropping into the AO.
Digging the FJX. In order for me to get the other one trialed, I need to
Reloading. Only 4 left. Some of your squad is outside the safe zone. Five squads still operational in the AO.
What the fuck? I heard him. I believe. Oh my god.
You're in the top 3. Don't let up now.
Let's get after it. Hopefully I can get some tests with the Saug. Alright, they drop factory, we go red boat. Drop control center, we go blue boat. Anything in between, I just go different. I'm not doing the big O here. I am telling you right now, I am not doing the strong boat. Crap, I'm not. Way too many times people just freaking die.
Bounty targets are up. Get after them. Down to 10. Win this thing.
There is someone near the boat for sure. I don't hate my life that much to use the AMR. Last one was over here. Nope. How do they do two in the same section? Well, when we come back, I guess. Yeah,
Your squad mate's back on station. Good work.
I hate the thing.
Your squad mate is redeployed. Well done.
There's so many.
All bounty targets are KIA. Well done.
Thanks for the work. Radio overflight terminated.
See, now I have enough to buy a loadout. It feels very much 50-50. I'm like, you're either going to get a loadout or you're going to get enough to buy a loadout.
Time to fly 5 seconds. Out. All squad mates are in the safe zone. We've got gas moving.
You're ready for them to be mad that I dropped over by me. 9 times out of 10, they get sneaky.
Target grid empty. Negative BDA.
Honestly, why I have my voice chat shut off. They get way too many. You get upset about it. Nope. Go away. we gonna hold control, or are we gonna take a round?
Watch the skies.
Here, everybody. I can't hit anybody.
Enemy soldiers incoming. Enemy destroyed. Use your
Ooh.
to hunt down the rest of them.
Oh, fuck me.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
There we go.
Target down. Marking the rest of them.
Damn it. Where's that coming from? Oh, that's a bot.
Remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down. Fire sale is active.
Bro just blew himself up.
Use your tag map to hunt down the rest of them.
Oh shit.
Squad on your tag map. Get hunted. Kill confirmed.
Oh, bitch. Is there a teammate that's actually up here?
Get ready. Resurgence window is about to close. Precision airstrike ready for target. Enemies are dropping into this area. Watch the skies. All squad mates are in the safe zone. Gas is closing in. Under fire. Inserting additional ammo. Last remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down. Fire sales done. Prices are back to normal.
Holy.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Shit. Poor decision was made.
Enemies dropping into the AO. Move to the safe zone.
Spotted a gas mask.
You're losing ground. Moving.
Real bloody questions. Where do we...
HDR, ready for launch.
4 remaining.
FFB, danger close. Over.
God damn it.
Eyes in the sky.
5
Inserting
squads still
additional armor.
operational in the AO.
Get the eyes in the sky.
Standing by. You're in the top 3. Don't let up now. You're being tracked.
They're all at the blue house.
Invaders survive.
Cool.
TACOM, we're flying on fumes. UAV returning to tank.
Supply crates have been restocked. Load up.
Self-revive mark. False alarm broken. What's that?
Now
Did
finish.
you say something?
Got one.
3 squads left in the war zone. Stay alert.
Area time.
Goodbye. You still have squad mates outside the safe zone.
Eyes on enemy.
TACOM, Gray requesting LDBR.
False alarm broken. Superiority.
Oh, shit.
Use the flight.
Jump down.
Zone is a long way from your location. Move like you mean it.
Alright, I'm just being fucking stupid.
Contract was compromised. Stand down. The enemy never stood a chance.
Booyah! Yes. And it actually mean kills though. 9-12. Okay, I had enough. Alright, time for the wrap. Alright, so there you have it. The Saug and the FJX via wzstats.gg. So here's kind of my thoughts on this, okay? I think I found a new sniper. I will say that. I do enjoy the FJX. Not FJX, sorry. No, yeah, FJX Imperium. I was right. I do enjoy the FJX Imperium. It is still a disgusting loadout. The one that you saw me build is directly from wzstats.gg. That one, without a doubt, add it. If you're either a camper or you're doing like strat positions, I definitely recommend it. It allows you to cover a lot of area, and I think it outperforms the HDR, my opinion. It handles better, it just feels better, and it shoots faster. So that's my big one for that. For the Saug, all right. So here's kind of where we dive into it a little bit. And I say that because the way WZ Stats built this, it's good, and I would honestly damn near say it's a solid build, especially if you have joysticks, thumbsticks, whatever you want to call them. Joysticks are the proper terms, to hold on to that recoil. It was gnarly for me using a keyboard and mouse to accurately hold my recoil. So my personal structure of it would be a little different. There's part of me that says dual wield this, me akimbo, but you basically everything gets cut in half, so maybe not. But I would probably remove the infiltrator stock completely and then go with either for a little bit more damage, like range of damage, go with the monolithic suppressor, or for more vertical recoil control is really what this thing needs, go with the ported compensator. If I were to, yeah, that's really, I think that really would be about it. Otherwise, I would remove the Ranger foregrip as well, and I would probably go with like a fire mod, either rapid fire or recoil, probably recoil springs, primarily for, again, more vertical recoil control, which is drastically needed in this, or rapid fire if you just want it faster. But yeah, the two I would feel like you can remove would be the stock and the underbarrel, and either go with ported compensator and recoil springs for more vertical recoil control, which again I personally think it needs, or remove one of those and do the monolithic suppressor with recoil springs as well for just an added bullet velocity and bullet damage, because you would be bumped up a smidgen. Effective range would jump up by 1 meter, and damage beyond range would jump up by 3. So it's a solid build. I will say that I think both of these pass easily. Definitely give it a try. I highly recommend the FJX Imperium to be added to any sniper's loadout. Definitely rocking it. It's gonna get included into my loadouts from here on out. As far as the Saug, I'm gonna take my own advice. Again, both passes, both are amazing. I'm personally going to take my advice and remove the stock and the underbarrel and put the ported compensator and recoil springs on there. And again, that's just my personal preference. I may put the monolithic suppressor, but underbarrel and stock, I don't think it needs it. It does help you move and slide. So if you're into that movement stuff and being able to become a movement demon is really the only word I can think of. If you're leaning towards that, you want to be able to slide and maneuver really, really well. Perfect build is right there. I don't like that. I can do it from time to time, as you can see. I personally just don't like movement like that, which is also why I get owned so bloody much. But for me, using a sniper support, I think the stock narrow barrel have to go. Porter compensator, monolithic suppressor, and the recoil springs. So just my 2 cents. Definitely check it out. Definitely play with it, in my opinion. And do not forget to like and subscribe. Stay up to date for more Merc Ops. We will have a new one coming soon after this episode, as always. If you have a loadout you want me to try, whether it's silly, toxic, ridiculous, legit, or trash, or you just want to troll me, seriously, comment it down below. I will run them. Even the troll ones, it's for fun. Shits and giggles and all that. Absolutely love having that type of fun. Otherwise, make sure if you want to tune into the live streams and see everything that we have going on during the live streams, you do need to head over to TikTok and find me at @CyberMercSig. Links are listed down below in the description. And hopefully we get our Reddit page up and running again. We'll see. God knows. So without further ado, thank you so much for tuning in, hanging out, chilling out, relaxing with us this afternoon. I do greatly appreciate it. I hope you all got something from this. And as always, please take care, stay safe, stay healthy, and have a wonderful rest of your day. And until the next operation, my name is Sig. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your time. Take care.